my feed
is nonstop, yo.
Inundated. We're all laughing because I was joking around before about how this has never happened before in internet history.
Yes.
I literally believe sincerely, and I mean this, and you thought that I was being hyperbolic.
I don't.
I'm not.
I don't.
He is showing up on my feed non-fucking-stop.
Dude.
I'm not clicking on it. It's just next video is him in that accent, which I don't know what the fuck country that is.
I'll be trying to figure that shit out too.
And the entire media is attacking him on a daily basis. Buy the special, motherfucker. Buy the special. Real talk.
Here's what's crazy. I've been seeing him on TikTok.
TikTok. Do you know what I'm saying?
He everywhere, yo. He unstoppable.
Instagram.
His YouTube shorts.
Instagram, YouTube shorts.
You're wearing your YouTube shorts right now. You were talking about. You got your YouTube shorts on right now.
Oh, fuck you. All I'm trying to say is Hunter Biden got.
No, he's undeniably funny. You can't even act like a guy not funny.
He's funny. Yeah,
he's funny, bro.
If he's playing in your city, go see him. Watch his show. Just let him see that you support him, because right now he's being surrounded by people in this industry who are letting him know that he has to apologize, who are letting him know that people, Jimmy Fallon talking about people coming and crying for his Me Too comments. So it is important that he see that you guys are out there. And I know he'll probably play it off and he'll probably be embarrassed by the support, because this right now to me is the most egregious, blatant example of the left taking someone out for using their words. Worse, taking a comedian out for using his words.
Have you seen the guy who does YouTube videos and he like breaks down comedians acting like he just doesn't acting like they're great, and it's almost like a scientific breakdown of jokes?
Yeah.
He goes through Chris D'Elia's, and it is so fucking funny. He just destroys him.
He
oh my
basically,
God.
good. Okay. He's like,
Oh.
see, right here, he's repeating it so that people know that he's making a joke, which is very effective. You can tell he's a seasoned comedian because he said it 4 to 5 times to get people laughing, and he's laughing, which is awesome.
Yes, it's so good. Chris D'Elia, the reason, if you're wondering why we're making fun of him, is because he has sex with children.
If I see another person who's done stand-up for 3 years, it's like, my special's coming out in 2 weeks, I'm gonna fucking, I'm pissed, dude.
I do teach piano lessons as well.
Oh yeah? Oh, you're a teacher? Oh yeah? Whoa. He's all like, I'm a teacher. Oh my God, there's so many trash comedians, I can't even fucking believe it.
And like the whole crew's like, yes, Myles, like, yes. And Myles is like, just doing God's work here.
No, come on, he did not say that.
Yeah,
he did not say that.
No, he did. He said, just doing
I don't think he has any like unironic fans. Like I said, his entire community just makes fun of him. It's amazing.
One of the things that I think is interesting about this is that, this is the third one of these videos that they released. And the first one, there was tremendous outrage. Second one, tremendous outrage. And that's when YouTube said, we're not going to let you post these videos.
I went and saw him at the Palladium about a year or 2 ago. And it was one of the worst shows I've ever seen. And one of my friends, another comic that I respect a lot, gave him a standing ovation. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And he was like, I understand why you feel the way you do, but I just love seeing the act. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. What was bad about that? It was aggressively corny.
It's tricky too, responding to a crowd like that too, because you have to be funny, but you can't be too mean, right? You can't hit a fly with a sledgehammer.
It's one of the best stupid, poor comedians working today, for sure.
I just really encourage this group to think carefully about this sad attempt at humor.
What a perfect way to start the stream with the Cam Newton and the Father's Love. Thank you so much for joining us today for Jokes Explained by an Expert live featuring Stand-Up Bingo on Twitch. Thank you, Amateur Joke Explainer, for The Witcher, tossing coins to The Witcher. And we got Satella Disco with the 6-time subscription redemption. Thank you so much. And King Shaman with another 100 bits, showing us all that Tom Brady loves us, and that Tom Brady and his son, That is the sort of love that I have for you guys. Every time you donate, it's like I'm getting a nice kiss on the mouth from my boy. Thank you for watching. I am so excited to get this bingo started. The blank screen with the bits is the hardest I've laughed at the live stream. That was a perfectly timed moment. That was King Shaman. That must have a bachelor's degree in music, because that was right on the metronome. Absolutely perfection. Now let's see if I remembered to capture the browser window, because there's an important announcement from Vivek Ramaswamy, one of my favorite comics on YouTube. I just wanted to address before we get going. Let's see if I remembered. I did not. Let's try this again. Perfect. Easy. It was fast. That's what she said. Okay, let's see. Get your bingo cards. Now, I don't know what he's upset about, but he's a comedian, so I assume that YouTube is taking his videos down. We've had trouble with that in the past. And as a warning to you guys, we actually, at any time, this stream on YouTube could be canceled and taken down and blocked, but it will live on Twitch. So if I disappear, if your stream goes away, go to Twitch, and we're still going to be there just laughing. All right.
The leadership of YouTube, frankly, I probably could have called you privately, but I think it's better to just talk about this in the open.
Little humble brag there. So Vivek is such a powerful comic. He can actually phone YouTube directly, which is something I've never been able to do. I've tried, believe me.
On this particular issue. My understanding is in the last 24 hours.
Wonderful is World. Do you plan on doing a set at the Riyadh Comedy Festival? Man, I wish I could do that festival. It seems like a very funny place to do comedy. A lot of funny stuff going on in Saudi Arabia these days. The price is right.
Oh, hello.
Welcome,
Shaw Money, best rapper ever, for following us.
You
Giving
lock
us a little
the accounts
massage.
and shut down the accounts of two guys, Nick Fuentes and Alex Jones. They have big followings on the American right.
Nice.
I think it's better if you just unlock those accounts and let the guys be heard. And I say this not because I'm some particular fan or vice versa. At least one of them. Nick is probably not a particularly big fan of mine.
Nick Fuentes, very
no more
funny
than Jimmy
comic.
Kimmel is, by the way, for very different reasons. That's beside the point. It doesn't matter. The reason I'm asking you to do it is that censorship isn't good for America. It's antithetical to our culture. And we're the country on God's green earth where we're able to talk to each other in the open. And I want to credit YouTube and Google and your parent company and so much of
Shout out to
your
parent
competitors
companies.
in Silicon Valley for creating the first instance of.
You know what? I love Vivek. This seems like a more of a serious rant here, which is important in comedy. It's important sometimes to do a serious rant. But you know, not a lot of people have parent companies these days. It's a real problem in America. When people don't have parent companies, they don't really have a mentor figure in their life. Hey, Craig Allen, thank you for the $2. So if I can be a parent company to you guys, it really warms my heart.
The free and open internet with search engines. It's a beautiful thing for democratizing speech. But I think we take a step in the wrong direction when we choke those same technologies that allow us to access open debate and open ideas.
Open debate.
It breeds discontent. It breeds frustration. It actually breeds mistrust. If you tell people they can't speak, that's when they scream. And if you tell people they can't scream, that's when they tear things down. So I think free speech is a precondition for peace. It's a precondition for the scientific method. It's a precondition for our shared unity, our shared national.
Let Nick Fuentes scream on YouTube, or the scientific method is in peril.
National identity.
I totally agree.
As Americans. Now, I can understand why you might think that certain types of speech or certain things that are said that are hurtful to other people or that may spread misinformation or may they
Thank
count
you for
as
the $2
violent and
donation.
dangerous threats shouldn't be allowed on your platform. I personally take a broad view of what type of speech is an expression of an opinion that's protected, but that's a separate discussion. about whether somebody says a particular thing that
Man,
you think
not very funny. He's building a lot of tension here. Hopefully he gets to the punchline
doesn't
at the
belong
end.
on your platform. That's one category of speech moderation. There's a different category of saying that you may demonetize certain people. You're not going to pay them. That even if they're able to speak on your platform.
Sounds a lot like demonize when you think about it.
It's not necessarily their
Heard it here
right to be
first.
paid for doing so or putting advertisers next to their name. That's a separate discussion.
Bingo's happening right
Personally,
now. Get your
I don't like
cards.
any of those forms of speech
It's starting
suppression
it.
as a general matter, but at least those are discussions that reasonable minds can have. There's a
Jay
whole
Collis.
separate third category of censorship, though, that I think is particularly harmful.
Welcome to the channel.
Which is the idea that just because of who you are, your name and who you are, you don't get to express any idea. Whether
King Shaman, thank you for noticing.
You know, Jack, everything comes at a cost, bud. Cam Newton.
Thank you. Cam Newton.
Misinformation, hateful speech,
Travis Gravity
whether it
knows that everything comes at a cost, and they're paying up. Thank you, Travis, for the donation.
It's dangerous or whatever you deem it to be. Irrespective of that, you're not making that judgment. Just based on who you are, you don't get to speak. I think that breeds mistrust. I don't think that's good for our country.
I gotta
There's
get
legal
the Vivek
arguments to be
here.
had.
I
I've
should
made
just
legal
go
arguments
straight
elsewhere
up.
in my books,
Just go
in Wall
straight
Street
up.
Journal pieces, and there are legal arguments that you could construct that say that if a tech company is protected by Section 230, a government-created shield of immunity, that if a tech company is responding, even indirectly, to the threats of government officials, maybe that is actually even a legal First Amendment violation. That's not even what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Escalate a wrong bill doesn't matter. Project on which we have yet.
Okay, YouTube. Well, listen up. YouTube, get your act together. Let's get InfoWars back on YouTube and get America back on track. Bingo has started. Let's look at some stand-up comedy and break it down. That's what we're all here for. I clicked, now, there's a process of how I select comedians to explain on this channel. First of all, I look at the Discord and I see if anyone has suggested any comics, and it's been a little stale for a while, so nothing new in a little while. So, and then I check, hey, how likely is it that I'll get copyright stricken? Then the third thing I look for is, okay, if I don't know this comic, I got to make sure that they're funny. So I check and make sure they make a lot of money. Once it's established they're wealthy, they're not litigious, then I'll perhaps pursue them. But another way is I also just look at the homepage of YouTube and just click on one. So here we go. This one was the first thing I saw when I clicked on it. Kansas City Chaos, featuring Matthew Rife III. I think he's in a stadium here, football stadium of some kind. And you can already tell from what do you think's about to happen here? This is not even one frame in. And this is how a joke begins. A lot of people think it's set up punchline. It's actually select person in the crowd, listen to the thing they say, and then laugh. So we're gonna check. This is maybe a first here on Stand-Up Bingo. Audience polling just from the first frame here. We know that's happening. And what do you think he's gonna ask? What is the premise, you guys? Is it gonna be, are you two together, or what do you do for work? You always have to ask yourself that. What's it gonna be?
Anxiety up front. You have it every day. Every day. Okay. What
Listen to the echo in that stadium. That's a 10,000 seater at least.
do you think usually brings it on for you? Cancer? Cool, that'll do it. Checkmate, bitch. Oh my god. Oh boy. Now I'm gonna make this funny. Alright. I'll try my best. What stage? 4? I don't think he'll be anxious much longer.
Dark.
I don't know, not a doctor. Babe, I'm
So that's like the opposite of what do you do for a living. That's like what do you do for a dying, right? So it's still similar ballpark.
so sorry. Can I say thank you for having stage 4 cancer and being out and about on Saturday night?
Okay, we'll edit laughter in there.
That's pretty crazy. Can I ask what kind? Started in your breast? Prove it. I'm just kidding, unless that ever goes down a little further. What's your name? Lynn. Pleasure to meet you, Lynn. How old are you?
I'll be 78 in a week and a half.
You're gonna be 78 in a week and a half? That is fucking
Wow, good polling.
Married?
This is extraordinary stuff. Now, okay, 1 second. This has given me a bit of a brain thought. This sort of comedy reminds me of something else I've seen in the past here. Let me see if I can find it. Just bear with me, guys. This is going to be worth it. Come on. Come on, Myles. This is kind of what it reminds me. Oh, no, this is hard to. Oh, well, I wonder if this will work here.
The wrong church.
Oh, I'll never find. So, I'll never find this. I will never find the video I'm looking for. Basically, there's a tradition in America where they have mega churches there, right? They fill a stadium, and then a pastor does crowd work. And this is the same thing. And I was trying to find a video of maybe Joel Osteen or Peter Popov or one of these great healing comedians. And they basically, just like this, just like Matt Rife, okay? They stand in a stadium. They ask people what's wrong with them. The people say what kind of cancer they have. And then 10,000 people all laugh. Here we go. Brian's got one. Let's just check this out. What in the good Lord? There we go.
I feel honored and humbled and vulnerable and exposed to speak to the American Association of Christian Counselors. I don't think I could think of any other audience that would be more likely to see straight through a speaker than you would. And I take that to be a good thing. It puts hypocrisy on the table immediately. It makes true horizontally what we all know is true vertically all the time, namely God knows totally all the time whether any speaker is a fraud or a hypocrite, so you may as well know as well if he knows.
Big, nice couple laughs are off the top.
It's a wake-up call.
No wide shot of the stadium.
Like I've never done anything like this before. A wake-up call to the reality justified in blaming it on somebody else.
So, this is a great youth pastor. Yep. Yeah, it's an American tradition to do crowd work. It started in the 1800s. Often you'd ask, "What's wrong with you?" and they'd say, "I've got consumption." And then you'd put your hand on their head and say, "No longer." Anyway, that's what Matt Rife's doing here.
Nice. Have you been checking things off the bucket list and living your life to the fullest recently?
As much as I can, yes.
What's one more thing on the list that you want to do before anything happens, decades from now?
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. What is it?
40 pounds.
You want to lose 40 pounds? Got to get rid of the titties. That's a great start.
Nice.
When things are weighing you down, I'll take them off. I'll take them off, Aaron's. You have to start with that. Oh, man, you want to lose 40 pounds? Cancer might be what you need.
Medical facts? Yes. The crowd says something funny? Yeah, perfect.
The cancer's making you fat. Well, where are you fat? Because I think you look fucking great.
So nice.
Really? Treat you with one thing, kill you with another. My God, that's fucking dark. You haven't been to a comedy show before, have you? You have? Who'd you see?
You don't know them.
I don't know them? It's my job.
Homer and Jethro.
Homer and Jethro.
Could you imagine if she said Myles Anderson?
Bro? Sounds
That
like
would be
Kansas
funny.
City's first gay couple. Who is that? What year would this have been?
No, I'm sorry, 1966.
1966? I didn't even know that year really happened.
I saw Myles Anderson and he was very mean to me. Thank you, Matthew, for being nice.
Whoa! Christmas would be fucking awesome. Oh, I want to come to your Christmas. Damn.
They're the Jumbotron.
We're gonna have a snowball fight with your ashes.
Whoa. Whoa.
I hope you keep kicking its ass. I'll leave you alone now. I'm gonna get back to work. But fucking stay strong. Keep kicking its ass. I'll see you again next year. All right. What are you doing now, sir? Now that you're out of the military?
Okay, next. So, yeah. So, let's see what this guy says. It'll be something probably funny. But yet, a lot of the stand-up is... now, think about this. He's going to... Think about how long this is going to take for him to ask. There's like at least 10,000 people in this stadium. And he's going to ask them all what they do for work.
I work for Kansas University Health System.
You work for Kansas University Health System.
Are you going to help this
Great.
lady?
Helping people. That. So what kind of like specialty does the university aim towards in the medical field?
Well, I mean, we do all kinds of research on COVID-19.
You guys are doing research on COVID-19?
Yeah.
Give it up. We've moved past that. If you find something, shut the fuck up about it, alright?
Yeah, we're over it.
I don't want to hear any updates on COVID at all. Gun? No. No? You need a gun. I don't know how else to say that. No gun at all? Oh, man. Okay. Say somebody breaks into you and your husband's house.
Okay, this is great. This is very funny stuff, but this isn't really this isn't really set up jokes. He's just sort of asking people questions and then having a big laugh. You know, it would be a really now, Brian. When we sell a stadium one day, would it be possible to have you with a telephoto lens on the camera so that I can do crowd work with people, 1,000 yards away in the very back nosebleeds, and you just do a slow zoom across the whole stadium to the one guy, and then I tell him after you zoom all the way in that he's gay. That would be funny. Ginkgo Bonsai, thank you for the bits. 69 bits, the funniest number. He's as funny as he makes me horny, and that's a lot. Let's get out of Matt Rife. We're not going to have any bingo with Matt Rife. But we need some traditional stand-up here. What is some traditional stand-up? There we go. This is better. God felt so trained. That's for Monday.
Like a Jersey Shore mother.
Wait a second.
Oh, why would you say that?
He's gonna be doing the same thing.
I want to get married one day, bro. A lot of people tell me don't do it. Yeah, she said it. Don't do it. She would have do it if she said don't do it. That's crazy. Why you say don't get married? Are you
Takes
married
a vape.
now?
Takes a vape. Let's say it. Do we have takes a vape? We have takes a sip.
Oh, this your new. How long were you married? 6 years?
You two together.
What was so bad about it?
Thanks
I mean,
for the
you
69.
married him, so he was.
Gecko
He was
Bonsai.
your piece of shit.
Says David Lucas is the only comedian that's hotter than Matt Rife. True.
What, were you fatter back then or something? Or you didn't have a good job? What was it? Why'd you marry him?
23.
How old were you when you married him? 20. Nah, that's old enough to know right from wrong. I thought you were gonna say like 19. He was 28. And how old are you now? 36. So you've been divorced for a little bit. Now
The
you
number
just fucking
comedy
out.
here.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to be. I be telling my homies all the time, like, hey, bro, child support is cheaper than alimony. You got both? So you a stepdaddy, nigga. You the nigga I was talking about. Oh, goofy ass. Over there like, yeah, we gotta take the kids to baseball practice. Over there looking stupid in a motherfucker. Like, I be entertaining the idea of the girl I got now.
Stupider than a motherfucker. So that's the punchline of that one there. That guy's stupider than a motherfucker. I don't know if we have a card for that, but a little bit of sound comedy there with the very high noise floor on the audience microphone. So I don't know if the audience is mic'd up or they're just trying to capture the audience audio through David Lucas's microphone that he has in his hands there.
Hey, when it was, God damn, man. Whoever dropped a glass like that, your mama's a.
So let's break down how this makes sense, because that was a fast reaction, right? So David Lucas is in the comedy club. He's getting ready to pull the audience. An evening of laughter is ahead of them. And a glass breaks, and he says, whoever just broke that glass, your mama's a whore. Now, I'm trying to think, what about a glass breaking would imply a promiscuous maternal figure? I don't know. I don't know if I can explain that joke other than maybe maybe it's just the word itself is your mama is a whore. Maybe that's just a prelude to the joke. Maybe I should watch more. Let's see if it gets better than this. This is very cerebral stuff.
Y'all remember that video on YouTube? Whoever threw that paper ball, your mom's a hoe.
Okay, so he there was more to that joke. There was more to it. So it's from a YouTube. Do you guys remember that YouTube video? Now this is what can be difficult. Could do a little bit of TV recap, online video recap, definitely. Because we all get different videos. We all have a different algorithm, right? Like you guys might have an algorithm that's entirely Matt Rife at this point, and mine is almost entirely Jim Brewer, Russell Brand, and Chris D'Elia. So we're not always watching the same videos. Yes. Number 3, Gordo, thank you.
All right, come on up here, baby. You're a big old girl, too. God damn, what's happening?
Okay, we got a big old girl. Goddamn, what's happening? So this is the segment of the show. So usually David Lucas starts out. He has a little 5 minutes of crowd work, gets a bit vaped up, has a couple drinks, and then the real show begins. And he brings people on stage and tells them that they're gay. Or fat or dumb.
Damn, she's strong. Are you he or she? What? Never mind.
Nice. Got him. So he makes a trans joke off the top. They seem a little offended. We'll see what how David Lucas saves this, because you always want everybody to be laughing.
You are big. Like, not fat. I'm fat, but you're like, knock a nigga out big. That's crazy. She put you in a headlock, then suck your dick. That's
excellent.
You're married too, huh? That's your husband? Yeah. How big is he? Big. Oh, you want to come up here with your wife, husband? Let's see who be fucking this fucking WWE wrestler. You got kids? How long you built your husband?
He refused to get on stage. Oh, that's bad etiquette. That's bad etiquette at the comedy club. When the comedian demands that you get on stage and start telling jokes, you kind of have to. That's just comedy club etiquette. You know, people pay a lot of money to go have a comedian tell them to go on stage.
9 years? Who got who pregnant? This bitch really thinking about it is the crazy part. You ever been with a black guy? Yes. Oh shit, how was that? Fun. You got a husband, you're not supposed to say stuff like that. Jesus Christ. What was fun about it? It was big. Oh, why would you say that in front of your husband? You are so, because you know you can beat his ass. That's why you. What's up, baby? Oh, a firm handshake. Goddamn, man. What's your name? Amy. You look like a stay-at-home mom that bakes all day.
So that was that wrapped up the roast there. So he brings her on stage, says, "You're a big ass bitch. Are you a man or a woman?" She goes like, "What?" And then he's like, "Who are you married to?" And the guy in the back. And then he's like, "Get on stage." And he's like, "I don't want to." And he's like, "All right." And then he's like, "Did you fuck a lot of black guys with big penises?" And then she's like, "I sure did." And that's sort of how it wraps up there. Very funny.
I know you were. 3 kids? Yeah. Damn, what the fuck? I don't know her, I swear to God. How long you been married? 20 years. Oh, you married a Mexican? Hey.
Oh, so the punchline there is that she married a Mexican, which is just absurd. Very funny stuff. Great find by David Lucas. Mexican stereotype. Mexicans are always getting married to other people. I don't know if we have that in here, do we? Do we have Mexican stereotype? Or have I already checked? Oh, there we go. Number 36.
ICE is looking for you, nigga. You can't even say 18 right here. Yes. Huh? Not anymore.
Great accent. Very funny. So he's just doing the accent of the Mexican guy, which is what people are there for. Great accent. 26. Gordo's fishing, DJ Chemix is fishing for 51. Racial slur. Did he say? Oh, yeah, you're right. Wow, a lot, actually. Yep. PowerPoint or AV comedy. Yeah. Sure. I mean, there's a lot of special effects. Specific culture? Nah, not specific culture. He did observe a Mexican, but...
Where you from, Michoacan?
We'll save this one.
Donde? Guatemala. Okay, that's a real dirty Mexican right there.
Yes. Yeah, great. That's a great observation. I'll give you that. Or maybe that's a specific culture, because everybody knows Guatemalans are the dirtiest Mexicans.
She don't like this shit. Oh, you done? Oh, this bitch.
She's done. She's just walking away before David Lucas can finish the joke, asking her sexual history.
She tapped out. All right, go ahead, man. Sit down. Go save your fucking marriage. How old are you?
She's just done. That's crazy. You're not really allowed to walk away like that. I'm pretty sure when you sign up for a David Lucas show, you have to sign a waiver and an agreement that you're going to be most of the show.
55. Okay, you look good. How old
Women
are you?
are annoying.
58. Good shit. How old are your kids? My age?
I'm just going to say white women because she was a white lady.
37. God damn, bitch, you was popping that pussy at a young.
Can you guys hear the building manager vacuuming my apartment door behind me? Because that's what's going on. They're trying to vacuum all the ants out of the hallway, and it's not going to work because they are going to rebuild. They have established a society far beyond the comprehension of the humans that occupy this place.
Oh, freaky ass. Where'd y'all meet at? High school? Nice.
Nice. Okay, so a little bit of couples counseling here. I hope David Lucas asks her how many guys she's fucked in the past. That would be a funny setup and a punchline.
Yeah, you were a senior and she was a junior. Freshman? God damn,
You're a?
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
In 2025, they send niggas in prison for that. You fucking where is Waldo mustache having ass nigga? Yeah, I knew that nigga had a foul.
God, I wish a black man would call me the N-word every once in a while. That'd be so cool.
Mustache. Goddamn Burt Reynolds. Y'all still be having sex?
Great picture of Burt Reynolds there, just a few days before he passed away. Shit's on the audience. Yeah.
You need Blue Chew? If you need Blue Chew, go to bluechew.com. Use promo code David Lucas to save 20% off and get free shipping.
Nice. So he's working in he's working in the YouTube ad into his act, which is asking people in the audience if they're together. Man, I cannot. Some people will say, now this is, that's why I do this. Some people will attack David Lucas and say he's not funny. But he makes a lot of money doing this, like a very good income, more than most doctors. And so he's funny. That's funny. You cannot deny a bank account.
Who's next? This little fucking yeah.
This little fucking whore. That's what he said. He bleeped it out. Leave the N-words in. Bleep out the other stuff.
OnlyFans. Do you have a boyfriend? Bring your hoe ass up here, man. Oh, this bitch date Michael B. Jordan. What's up?
Great observation.
The fucking Whack Panther. Party rock.
The Whack Panther. So that's that rhymes with Black Panther. And then that was it. So that was the big, so I don't know what happened in that interaction, but they came all the way up the stage from the back there, and then he called them the Whack Panther.
Rockers in the house tonight. What's up? I'm with her and her. Oh, you got.
But that's a bit of name comedy there. He's associating visual images with each other there.
You're here with a girl? Slide over a little bit. You're here with two beautiful black women? You didn't bring them up here with you? Where you from? I'm from New York. Oh, okay. What you doing? What you doing in OKC? Oh, so what kind of cars? Full of dope? How old are you? 45. Damn, nigga, you ain't never thought about dyeing your beard and your fucking... I dyed my beard in January. And what happened? It turned green. Can we see your
Wait
two
a second. He's got a shirt on that says, I'm with her and her. And he says, I'm here with two beautiful black women. So, that's incredible that your polyamorous relationship has a shirt that comes with it. Did David Lucas mention this? Because I kind of zone out sometimes when he starts talking.
For women?
Did he mention this fact? Because I feel like it's a very interesting thing. Now, a lot of you might think, hey, it's strange that you'd ask so many civilians up on stage, but this is actually a very clever thing that David Lucas does, because if you go into an audience and you ask people to come on stage, statistically, about 70 to 80% of that audience is either currently doing stand-up comedy or they are about to do it, or they're professionals at it.
Y'all gonna come up here? Come up here.
It's just the economy.
Well, these hoes look like they can fight. So he both.
Nice. Get them on either side so the shirt makes sense here.
Both of y'all boyfriend? Like, how does this work? He said he's not a pimp.
My dog's a pimp. And I think my dog is referring to this gentleman here. Oh, wait, he got two. So this lady she's also kind of zoned out a little bit. She's not paying attention to what's going on here.
This bitch, 30 minutes late. That's the type of show we having tonight. He got two? No, bitch. 3, because I'm in this shit too.
Woman voice. Women are annoying.
What's up, nigga? Postpartum Malone. That's...
Postpartum Malone. So, similar to okay. Oh my God, 39. Yeah, Jesus. So that's similar to the famous Post Malone.
What's up, bro? You look like a Jersey Shore motherfucker.
Great reference. You guys remember Pauly D? Sadly passed away 10 years ago, but the Jersey Shore was huge. Just after 9/11, America needed a distraction, and it was provided by the Italians of New Jersey, and we thank them.
Girlfriend? Baby mama, how old's your kid? Nice. Is she black? Yeah. Oh, you got a black girl?
What race are you? Isn't that like, do we have what race are you? On this list? No? I'll just do 31.
That's why you got that bathing ape in that Burberry on, nigga. That's it.
Toronto Expresso, congratulations on the bingo win. Okay, give us your link. We got the first win. We have the first bingo win. Thank God. Because there was so much just right when you think David Lucas is going to get to the big punchline, he brings another person on stage. So I'm like, bingo! Oh, I guess the punchline was before. Gordo, we have a double bingo. Get your links in there. Congratulations, both of you. All winners. Congratulations, everybody. Let's throw another bingo card out there on the table. Okay, Gordo. Got your link in the tab and Trent Espresso. Very
We put up with it for
get a little audio previews of what we got coming down the pipe here. Let's take a look while we get the bingo going here. Let's take a look at what else we've got on the old not stand-up schedule. We've got some comedy drama. You guys heard about Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel was taken off the air for not being funny. And he's been reinstated against the wishes of the American people.
Numbers comes out, Rob. Can you pull up and see what the numbers were on how it performed? I think it was 6+ million viewers that he had. I think it's the biggest he's either ever had, but it was a record-breaking show of the amount of viewers that he had.
I want to say 6.4, I believe.
And by the way, previous to that, he was doing 1.2, 1.4, 1.3, 6.26 million, significantly higher than his average, which is 1.4 to 1.8 million.
They should fire him every day and bring him back every day.
Fire him one.
Great observation, Vincent Oshana, business comedian.
So we come back in and one day he'll get better viewers than all the days combined.
Yeah, keep firing.
Okay, so that happened. Now, Trump comes out and threatens lawsuit over ABC for resuming with Kimmel.
This goes along with my thesis about comedy, which is that getting canceled is an essential step to achieving fame. Now, Jimmy Kimmel was famous before his show got canceled briefly there, but it's really you want to have a couple viral clips, controversial moment, and subsequent cancellation, and then big return to fame with diehard fans. That's what we're hoping for here.
And, his claims about this, I can't believe fake ABC News gave Jimmy Kimmel his job back. The White House was told by ABC that his show was canceled. Something happened between then and now because his audience is gone and his talent was never there. Why would they want someone back who does so poorly, who's not funny, and who puts
a lot of reading for PBD. Normally, this is, people don't want to read this much.
The network in jeopardy by playing 99% positive Democrat garbage. He is yet another arm of the DNC card. DNC, and to the best of my knowledge, that would be a major legal campaign contribution. I think we're going to test ABC out on this. Let's see how we do. Last time I went after them, they gave me $16 million. This one sounds even more lucrative. A true bunch of losers. Let Jimmy Kimmel rot in his bad ratings. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. Let him rot in his bad ratings. And so that message, to me, is a slippery slope. You got to be careful with that to go to a message like, Tom, I'll come to you first. What are your thoughts about this? One, Kimmel went over 6.2 million. Two, President Trump still saying he wants to go after ABC. How do you process those two things?
I'm a little
on the fence.
On the fence on one thing.
How do we weigh in?
When you're president and you're going after somebody who was dishonest and bad, and what Kimmel did was
dishonest and bad.
It was one monologue on one night, and the advertisers got upset, and a lot of other people got upset. So yeah, I think you kind of let that play out as a business decision. You let it play out. You let the advertisers get upset at Disney. You get Bob Iger show leadership or not show leadership, whichever side of that argument you're on, and then you let it play out. I think it's different, Pat, to say, I so disagree with Jimmy Kimmel and his criticism of this administration. It just
pissed me with you to a certain extent, Tom. But I get to this argument all the time with
Vinny,
people.
what are we doing here?
He's the president. He's not presidential. Okay, let's put that aside. Can you blame this guy? Can we?
Whoa. Are you guys members of the Boardroom Cigar? I'll pause to see so you guys can scan the QR code there. The Boardroom Cigar Lounge. Different members. They got scotch, cigar, and a QR code. The three things for a great evening with the gentlemen who are red.
Blame Donald J. Trump, and we all know who he is. Ego, this, New York. Can you blame him? Since the day he announced that he was going to run for president, people like him, every single one of these Democrat left-leaning arms of the DNC, because that's, by the way, there's no other explanation to be just hemorrhaging money and viewers, and you still keep paying that guy because you need to sell the propaganda, okay? Hitler, fascists, impeachments, Russia, everything. I can't even blame this guy. And it's not like he's hiding it, guys. This is who we voted for because I know exactly who he is. Even at Charlie's memorial, what'd he say? Charlie, God rest his soul, I love him. He'd be praying for his enemies. I don't. He goes, I don't like them, and I'm not with it, okay? This is why this is that guy that we're talking about, that ice cold that you were just talking about, PBD. This is him, and this is who he is. I get people are going to be happy with everything that he says. This is a little bit far-reaching, but he is furious. These are the guys, these are the type of guys with the rhetoric that these guys, the Jimmy Kimmels, the Colbert, all of them, even if it's slight dog whistles, he's the reason that everybody wants to try to go after him and shoot him in the head and Bullard because it's that rhetoric. So I'm not even mad that he's upset with that. Yeah, asking for him to get off, whatever. He can say whatever the hell he wants. He's the president. He needs, they help him write these things anyway, but he gets the minor point and they help him write that out.
What?
Yeah, well, Trump loves picking on enemies. Michael Jordan used to always say, you have to kind of make up an enemy in your head. This is a real-life enemy for Trump. Jimmy Kimmel is not talented, but I don't think that Trump...
Okay. This is tough because Jimmy Kimmel makes a lot of money. So it's hard to say he's not funny, guys. I mean, these guys should know this. These guys respect money. They're members of the Platinum Cigar Lounge. Jimmy Kimmel makes a lot more money than these fucking guys do. And I hate to sound a little hostile there. These guys are very funny. They make a lot of money. But Jimmy Kimmel, he's got that network TV dollar. Okay, I don't see politics. I'm a joke explainer. I simply explain jokes, and I acknowledge that the wealthiest people are the ones that are the funniest. America is a meritocracy. If you are the best at what you do, you get the most money. It's just basic, simple stuff. And these guys should know that. I'm a little disappointed in them.
Trump or the federal government should get involved in trying to censor people. Even Joe Rogan agrees with me. Do you see what Rogan says about that? Rogan said he rushed to the defense of Jimmy Kimmel. He said over the joke, that got pulled off the air, calling it crazy. He said, first of all, do you have that clip?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Look at the amount of beverages, guys. They got water. They got some sort of tea with a little bag in there still. And we have another water. And it looks like we got ourselves a little ice latte for one of these guys, too. Pretty nice kit. All I'm working with is a little tiny glass of ice cold Austin tap water. I was hoping they get it. Okay, here we go. Let's just show the Joe Rogan, please. Let's see what Daddy Rogan says about whatever it is that we're talking about here.
Solznick,
this whole
Rogan,
Jimmy
Bet
Kimmel
David, we know
situation.
that.
Don't talk over him. That is happening right now.
Whoa, you hear that? Whoa. Don't talk over him. These guys know who to, yeah.
This whole
Rogan,
Jimmy
Bet
Kimmel
David, we know
situation.
that.
Don't talk over him. That is happening right now.
That was Vinny. Whoa. Don't talk over him. Don't talk over him. The master is here.
Now.
Yeah, wild.
Very wild. Okay, first of all, the FCC is, you have to have a license to broadcast, which is kind of crazy when you think about what that means now. Because, like, what does it mean? It used to mean that you used to have a license to broadcast because you were going to influence so many people. They had to make sure that you were on the up and up, right? So they had to make sure that you didn't swear. So if you had a license and you were on CBS or NBC or ABC, you could not swear, right? That was the rule. And then along came cable. And somehow or another, cable
Change the
is a
game.
different thing, right? Because cable, you just you have to pay for it, I guess. So it's different. And so then some of the channels you don't have to pay for. It used to be the only ones that swore were like HBO, where you had to pay for. And then all of a sudden it became kind of any of them because they realized, like, hey, we don't. Like FX, we can swear, guys. Like we only don't swear because we want to think of ourselves as TV.
Right.
But HBO was like, you know, with The Sopranos, with HBO comedy specials, in the beginning that was a big one. You could just swear. Movies, you didn't have to bleep anything out. Just wild. And so these, what you're dealing with even, like, first of all, I definitely don't think that the government should be involved ever in dictating what a comedian can or cannot say in a monologue.
Amen.
That's
Right.
fucking crazy.
It's crazy.
Now, if the problem is the companies, if they're being pressured by the government, so if that's real, and if people on the right are like, yeah, go get them.
Let's see what Joe says here. Come on.
Oh my God, you're crazy. You're crazy for supporting this. Because this will be used on you. You don't think that the fucking globalist lizard people who run the world are sitting here going, great, what do we got, 3 years? We'll wait this out.
Agree. You can
We'll
pause
wait
it
this
right
out.
there.
Yeah.
So
Fully agree.
let the essentially
Fully agree. Excellent opinion. I usually say the same thing after I watch a Joe Rogan clip. Fully agree. Now, Joe didn't really get into how television works in the United States. So, television started in America about 300 years ago. And it was actually, at first, it was administered by the Mennonites. Okay, the Mennonites are like a religious sect in America that practice a very sort of fundamental reading of the Bible. And they distributed the television signals because they had the tallest barns in the Midwest, and they were able to broadcast the television signal. So through that leverage that they gained as early pioneers of television, they established the television network system where there'd be Mennonite communities all over the United States. And they started to link up together, and they'd link each other's barns, and they'd have little broadcast towers on top. And they maintained that power, and then they started to collaborate with the Mafia American community in getting talent from the late night, the comedy clubs and the nightclubs to get acts for the Mennonite broadcast network. And then they established different sorts of companies based on that, but it's still very much rooted in puritanical Mennonite beliefs. Whereas cable was started as a collaboration between Bill Gates and the Clinton Foundation. So it's very convoluted, but it was a very messy start to that industry. And now, of course, we have the internet. Nobody really watches TV as much anymore, but there's still a lot of money in television because, as you all know, the Mennonites don't just make money with TV. They have a lot of dairy. They've got a lot of good crops, and they make very fine crafted shovels and handmade pickaxes that you can buy from their online store. So still a lot of money in network TV, even all these hundreds of years later. Very interesting. Hey, Business Money NYC just followed me. That sounds like someone who might know a little bit about the business of show business. Welcome to the channel, and I hope you're in.
You know, Jack, everything comes at a cost.
King
Right?
Shaman, thanks for the 100 bits donation. Let's get the bingo started
Cam
again
Newton.
and get some regular ass stand-up. I almost want to type in regular ass stand-up because it's like, what is going on here? What? Oh. Does anyone have stand-up comedy? I've got a lot of not stand-up. Wow. I definitely can't watch this. Can't watch Joe Coy. That's an instant. That's an instant. That's an instant demonetization.
A few years ago.
What is this? Okay, we're gonna get the stand-up comedy cards. Go here. Start bingo. There could only be crowd work. I mean, truly, yes. Let's see. I think Nick DiPaolo does stand-up.
Vaginal rejuvenation, that was right after the asshole bleaching article. I couldn't pull myself from the computer. It was fascinating. I'd never heard of vaginal rejuvenation, and it's just, I mean...
Vaginal rejuvenation. Here we go. So we've already got number 66.
Ladies, you got to be excited about this. I Google it. The definition was, it's a Botox-like procedure for the vagina. That's how bad I'm in bed. My wife's vagina is developing laugh lines, apparently. It's a facelift for the vagina. It's like
A little bit of self-deprecation there. Very funny. Where is comedian fucks? Where is it? Oh, there we go. Comedian didn't laugh at their own joke there.
It's like they say it's like going to a plastic surgeon. I wonder if it is like going to a plastic surgeon. Does he come out with a book of his work before and after photos, like Madonna's pussy? Looks like somebody put an M80 in a frog's mouth, and you... That's the before. You're like, I thought that was a blooming onion. No, that's Madge's vag. Are you serious? Looks like an Ultimate Fighter's earlobes. Holy Christ. Oh, a lot of black cock. That's what it'll do to you. Look at it. It's a mess.
35. Medical fact.
It's cosmetic. They have 1,000 cosmetic things they do for the vagina.
Number 9.
Girls have labiaplasty. Girls think their lips are too big. How many vaginas do you think us fellas have seen? Some guy's gonna pull down your panties and go, that thing is huge. I'm out of here. Jesus, put an ice pack on that. What? You grow up next to a radiation plant? Jesus Christ. Looks like a shiitake. God damn it.
54.
Don't reduce your lips. I don't give a shit if it looks like Gary Shandling whistling at me. Leave him alone.
Name comedy.
Your vaginas are perfect. Seriously. Don't buy this shit. You having your lips reduced? Where do you do that? You get out of the deli, they have a seat, you just sit in.
Sound
Can I
comedy.
get a pounder for shoe while I'm up in the chair? Sure.
This has got a lot of bingos on this bingo card.
I love the vagina, just the way it is. My college girlfriend had a lopsided vagina. Her lips look like Bill Murray's mouth in Caddyshack, right?
We got two names. We got, it looks like Gary Shandling whistling. And we got, it looks like Bill Murray's lips in Caddyshack. Caddyshack was a movie that came out 65 years ago today, I think.
He's at the 14th hole, and he's got about a 5-iron.
That's a bit of remember comedy there. Remembering Caddyshack.
Apparently, the vagina over the years gets sad and droopy looking. And it makes sense. You shouldn't be embarrassed. I mean, it takes a pounding when you think about it. Between sex and babies, When you're having sex, if you're doing it right, it's kind of rough. That's why when you talk about sex...
If you're doing it right. Hey, what did I say? What have I said before on this channel? Remember, sex is pounding, nailing, hammering, laying pipe. It's construction.
You go, I banged this chick the other night. You don't go, I gently pushed this chick the other night.
Thank you.
So it makes sense. The vagina starts to look like Sylvester Stallone after 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Sylvester Stallone. That's the third name.
Cut me, Mick. Cut me. I don't want to cut your rock. You got a perfect pussy. You gotta eat lightning. You gotta crap thunder out of that thing. Leave it alone.
It's a great accent.
It's a good Mickey, ain't it? I'll do it for you. Yeah, pussy. I love it. It's perfect. Looks like the vegetation of my ear. Leave it behind.
I'll give you 27, DJ.
Leave the vaginas alone. All kinds of shit. They can replace your hymen. Did you know that? Yeah, they can replace your hymen. Guys, you know what a hymen is? And it's not the Jewish guy from The Godfather.
A lot of movies. We got Rocky, The Godfather, Caddyshack. Comedians watch a lot of movies in the hotel room while they wait for the chicken strips.
Fellas, the hymen's a thing that breaks when you fuck a virgin. I'm not talking about the law, okay? But it's a trick. They don't replace your hymen. You know what they do? It's a cheap trick. They put a blood capsule in one of your membranes inside your vagina. That's the same thing WWE wrestlers use, for Christ's sake. Am I deflowering a chick or punching Triple H in the face? What the fuck? The whole thing is deceiving men. It's kind of evil. Here's the rejuvenation part. They can tighten the vagina later on. They should be excited about that, ladies. Come on. You could be the biggest whore for the first 30 years of your life, fuck the NBA West, East, and South, and still have the pussy of a Girl Scout when you're 76.
Nice.
They tighten the vagina. And you're deceiving men when you're doing that. It's like rolling back the
67.
odometer on a used car. You're dating a girl for a couple months. She's like, I've only been with 4 guys my whole life. Oh, really? Let me see the snatch facts.
Snatch facts.
Let's see who those 4 guys are, huh?
Yep. Women
Terrell
voice.
Suggs, Kevin Garnett, Shaquille O'Neal.
Definitely.
And Huey Lewis. What? Apparently he's got a huge cock for a white guy.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's a specific cultural stereotype there. Very funny stuff from Nick DiPaolo here. Snatch facts. So that joke there is there's a service called Carfax, where you can get information about the history of a used car, if it's been in any accidents or if it's been fucked too many times. And so Snatch Facts perfectly sounds just like Carfax. So that's a lot of the joke there. It's just a bit of wordplay. Very clever.
That's what he told me when I was leaving his hotel at 3 in the morning. But listen.
Carfax.
I went back the next night.
Probably is an app. I'll give it to you.
It's not fair, tightening the vagina later on. One night you're with a girl, it's like a clown car. You can fit 60 guys in there. Next night it's like trying on OJ's glove.
Wow.
You gonna leave this thing out in the rain? What happened? It shrunk like 3 sizes.
More Remember comedy there.
Can't even get in there.
You know what? I'm going to say skims the news on that one, because I think people are still talking about OJ, even on Fox News. It comes up.
You got to respect the vagina. You really do.
Mileage.
The Michael Douglas story this summer? Anybody? Fellas, did that one burn up? Yeah, is that in your memory for the rest of your life? Relax, sir. I don't need it. It's a rhetorical question. Relax. Up again. Terrible. It's terrible.
Crowd says something funny.
It was. It scared the shit out of me. For some of you who forgot, he said he got throat cancer for performing oral sex on a woman with HPV, which is, that's nice, huh? You get throat cancer from performing cunnilingus, fellas? Nice to know. You go down on your woman for 10 minutes, it's the equivalent of handling asbestos for 35 years. I just kissed my wife down there. I got mesothelioma.
Medical fact. Oh, we were doing on that one.
My wife's like, how come you don't do that to me anymore? I'm like, because I don't want to sound like Jack Klugman the rest of my goddamn life.
Jack Klugman.
I mean, I love that story when it
You guys know who Jack Klugman is? Is he another comedian? I'm not sure.
came out, because I'm a smoker. I stand on the sidewalk in New York. People always come up to you, that shit'll give you throat cancer. And now I have a comeback. I'm like, yeah, so cunnilingus, I'll quit when you do, you know. Although if I had to choose between cigarettes and a vagina, I'm taking the vagina. I'm taking the camel toes over the camel lights. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. That's a good joke.
I used to
camel toes or the camel lights. So camel lights, cigarettes, camel toes are what vaginas look like when they're behind a Lululemon pant. Very funny.
smoke cigarettes after I ate pussy. I'm a dead man walking,
I say
apparently.
women are annoying on this one. I'm getting annoyed by women.
These menthol, good. You're gonna freshen up.
Through the course of this joke. Oh, Lamp with Lamp GPT with the summation of Klugman here. Klugman was diagnosed with throat cancer in 1974. In 1988, he lost a vocal cord to throat cancer surgery, but continued to act on stage and television, even though he was left with a quiet, raspy voice. In later years subsequent to his operation, he regained limited strength in his voice. This real-life health issue was central to the plot of the 1993 Odd Couple Reunion TV movie. Thank you, Lamp, for that one. I do not have throat cancer, but I'm probably talking a little quieter than I normally do because my building manager is inches from my apartment door.
Let's be honest, huh? Cigarettes and pussy have a lot in common when you think about it, right? They both give you bad breath.
Cigarettes and pussy have a lot in common when you think about it. Great premise for a joke. Let's see where this goes.
They both give you throat cancer, and if you don't dispose of them properly, they'll burn down your house.
Dispose of them properly.
That's a lot of power to give a woman. You can give a guy cancer that you don't like. He's like slowly going, yeah, go ahead down there, Timmy. Enjoy yourself for the next 20 minutes. Go ahead. Chomp away.
Cheers, Dank Williams.
I mean, we give you a little, virus, you piss, it burns a little bit. You take our voice box? What the fuck is going on? Throat cancer from oral sex in a woman. I can't wait to see those PSA commercials during the Yankees games in a couple of years.
Hello, I'm Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
You know, kids, I never touched tobacco. But I ate a lot of pussy. I was a shortstop of the Yankees, for Christ's sake. I was good looking. It was coming at me like apple pie and ice cream. And I ate every bit of it, and I'd do it again, John Boy. Now I sound like my idol, Babe Ruth.
They're gonna be.
Disco Des says doing more famous hack. Than Derek Jeter. We're gonna switch. I do need a more famous and not hack. This is good comedy.
Bringing all the famous guys for those commercials.
Hello, I'm Mick Jagger.
Okay, so this is naming celebrities.
Tastes like brown sugar. Hello, I'm Ellen DeGeneres.
He's doing a lot of. Ellen DeGeneres. We're talking about
I
Ellen.
ain't more pussy than those guys combined. Read it.
That's gay.
Thank you, Minneapolis.
Big applause, break.
Guys, you can just call old girlfriends.
Hey, Janice, yeah, it's me.
He's still doing this bit, eh?
The last time you had a fucking checkup.
You're so polite, seriously, Ollie. I mean, I haven't seen a cell phone tonight. God bless you for that.
We've been talking about vaginas for 15 minutes now. It's pretty good. DJ Chemix, thank you for your link there. I might check it out.
At every comedy club now is a fucking nightmare with these generation Facebook douchebags. I fucking hate those goddamn fucking things. I hope they cause cancer, those phones. I think they do. I think the phones do.
Real Dank Williams, can you explain Jeffrey Asmus soon? Thank you. Jeffrey Asmus. I've not heard of Jeffrey Asmus. Does Jeff now? You have to you explain. You have to have an infinity pool, and you can't copyright strike. So, does Jeffrey have both of those things?
iPads, your computers, that's all fucking giving you cancer. And my friends go, that's bullshit.
We can do a bit of Jeff Dye. He's on a new bit here. Let's check out Jeff Dye, and I'm gonna get DJ's link put it in the emergency file folder. But let's see if there's a little Jeff Dye here. Jeff Dye. Because I remember we really laughed at him last time. Oh my God, he's got a full comedy special on here. He might be eligible for the full treatment. Oh yeah, I can't watch this one. That's the NBC. Now he's on Joe Rogan.
Check
it out.
I want kids. That's one thing that's true about me. Been trying to have kids. That's the only reason I try to make it work with these ladies, is because I want kids. Because that's a big part.
What did this person say?
I want kids. That's one thing that's true about me. Been trying to have kids. That's the only reason I try to make it work with these ladies, is because I want kids. Because that's a big part.
What did he say?
You said that real weird. We have fun trying. Easy, ma'am. Calm your ovaries. Put some fire on those ovaries, baby. No, but that's a big part of the recipe. You need a lady to have a kid.
Someone said that Jeff Dye's going to comb over. It's like more of a comb forward, it looks like. He's got like a little bit of a Julius Caesar.
You know, it sucks.
Shits on audience? Yeah, give me that
when
one.
I wanted a dog, I just went and got a dog. It wasn't hard at all. I just walked in this building. They're like, you want this dog? And I was like, they're like, you gonna kill it? I was like, mm-mm. And now I have a dog. I wish little kids were like that. I had some 5-year-old running around my house like, ah. All my friends like, we didn't even know you were dating. I'm like, I'm not. He's a rescue. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's the greatest. He hates the kennel, but he's a sweetheart. You know? And I can tell you the exact moment I realized I wanted children. I fly all the time, right? And as
Airplane.
a comedian or an actor, when you fly like a lot,
Humble brag, too.
you learn to hate
Airplanes are expensive.
certain scenarios of travel. Like, I'll talk to anyone forever, right? Like, what's your name, brother? Wyatt. Wyatt? If I'm talking to Wyatt in life, and when Wyatt starts to get annoyed with me, he'll just be like, all right, Jeff, it was nice to meet you, and then he leaves. And vice versa. I can do the same thing to Wyatt. Hey, nice to meet you, and leave. But on a plane, you're stuck with them. They're sitting right by you. You can't go, oh, nice meeting you. Go hide in that tiny bathroom. That's not how it works. So what
Very
it is
funny
you
scene
learn
there.
ways to avoid that conversation before it starts. You know? So you'll put like big headphones on, or you'll like pretend to read something. You know, just something that lets them know like you don't want to be bothered. Right? And another thing.
What's Waste Walker? We're talking about Waste Walker.
That happens when you fly a lot is whenever you have an empty seat next to you, no matter who you are as a man, you hope
What is Waste Walker? Is this a joke?
it's a beautiful woman. Right? And it's not pervy, it's not like rude or trying to cheat or anything. It's just better to sit next to a lady. Ladies smell better, they're generally smaller. It's great. Right? It never is a woman, by the way. It's always a guy with like a snaggletooth or a hump or something, you know. You see him, you're like, oh, that's my fucking guy right there, I'm sure of it. And he pulls up like, I think this is me. You're like, yeah, I know. I know. It's awful. But I was on a plane, and I've had thousands of flights, right? And this has never happened before.
Thousands, you guys.
Or since. This is the only time it's ever happened on a plane. I'm on the plane, got my headphones, can't even read, I'm like holding a paper, you know? I'm hoping for a beautiful lady. and the flight attendant brings a little boy. She plops like a 5-year-old little boy in the seat, and she buckles him in, and she goes, all right, well, when the plane lands...
Oh, man, this kid is going to say the darndest things. That was a TV show in the old days with Bill Cosby, where kids would say the darndest things to him. So this is going to be a callback to that show, where this kid is going to say the darndest thing.
A lady dressed like me is going to take you to your family, but till then, just sit tight. And then she left. She left me with a child. I don't know anything about childs, right?
Yeah, you don't want to leave a comedian with a child. They're quite irresponsible people. They often can't look after themselves or feed themselves. They just sit in a hotel and just DoorDash and Uber Eats to the hotel room while they watch show after show after show. And then they go on stage and describe those TV shows to the audience to many laughs. So, yeah, definitely this is going to be a real fish out of water, fish on an airplane sort of story.
I'm scared. Frightened. So I'm just like kind of nervous. And I look over at him, like just kind of peek at him. And he's really nervous. He's like visually rattled. He's gripping the sides of the seat. He's looking straight down. And I felt sad, I like wanted to let him know like there ain't nothing to be afraid of. But I realized he's probably got more to be afraid of than me, right? He's traveling alone. He's probably never been on a plane before. He's not with his family. He's sitting next to a guy who smells like whiskey, So I try to let him know that he's okay, that it's gonna be fine. So I take my headphones off and I try to start a conversation with him. I was like, how's it going, buddy? And he's like, I was like, you're flying all by yourself, huh? And he's like, I was like, you're like a real adult. He's like, I thought he was gonna say stuff back, right? But he didn't say nothing. Tried 3 things, nothing made him talk. So I was like, all right, well,
long story.
I've always made friends in my entire life by being silly or playful.
18.
I was always the class clown. Even now as an adult, I make friends by making people laugh. So I tried to make him laugh. But I didn't know little...
This is called a setup, right? So sometimes it takes a comedian 7 minutes. It's a risk, right? If you don't get right to the you don't tell a lot of jokes. You want to tell one big joke. Building the tension here, right? So we're on the airplane. There's a kid sitting next to him. He's peppered it in with little observations, like you always have to sit next to some fucking ugly mongoloid, right? Yeah, it's just like little funny things like that. And then, but he's leading toward the big punchline at the end.
Kids don't understand jokes. So I was like, so what do you do for a living? Are you a doctor? And he's like, no. And I was like, well, it's a joke.
Can't say that anymore.
So now my feelings are hurt.
Young people are lazy.
So I put my headphones back on. I'm like, forget this.
Can't say 12.
He's the one being a baby.
Bingo! Oh, DJ Chemix, congratulations.
Bingo!
Gordo, double bingo again. We've got 4. Okay. We might have to start watching some user submitted videos after this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Congrats, you guys. 2 winners. DJ and Gordo. Joe Magic, welcome to the Twitch. Follow.
I'm kind of sitting there for about 30 seconds before I feel this tiny tug on my shirt. And I look down.
Okay, we got to finish this joke. This is going to drive me nuts. I need to know how this ends.
Now he's trying to strike up a conversation with me. I was like, yeah? And he goes, did you like the movie A Bug's Life? And I was like, I fucking loved A Bug's Life. And we had the best conversation I've ever had in my life. It was incredible. We talked about how many times we saw it, who we saw it with, who our favorite characters are. We're laughing, we're doing impressions back and forth. He can do this amazing impression of the caterpillar because he's got like a tiny voice box. And we're laughing. And the whole reason I tell this story is because at about minute 15 of hitting it off with this kid, I started
to panic in my brain. Okay, stay focused on where we are here. I'm just going to get these links in the other tabs.
You know, Jack, everything comes to cost, bud. Cam Newton.
King Shaman. Shout out to everyone who didn't win bingo. That's very generous of you. That's very nice, King Shaman. Thank you for acknowledging the brave bingoers who did not win today, but they put their hearts into it.
Started to panic in my brain. Like, is this where I'm at maturity-wise? I've had a million conversations on planes with adults. Never once enjoyed it as much as my first conversation with a baby. So I start to root for the conversation to end, just to prove to myself that I'm a grown-up, you know?
You probably like talk to a kid too, because children are small. So it's nice on a plane. Kids are small. They're not going to take up a lot of space. They're not going to take your armrest from you. And if they're old enough, yeah, you just give them an iPad. They won't say a damn thing for hours.
After about 20 minutes, it starts to ramp down. I'm like, all right, good. I'm an adult. He's a kid. We're good, you know? So I put my headphones back on. But the second I put my headphones back on, I feel another tug on my shirt.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, yeah? And he goes, Jeff, do you like quesadillas? I was like, man, I love quesadillas. I was right back in it. I had no idea little kids were so dope. I had no idea. Like, if little kids could drink, I would hang out with them exclusively.
This is very...
It's insane. The kid got off the plane, I felt like I lost a friend. It's ridiculous. Like, should we exchange information or something? You know? He's like, I don't have information. I was like, oh my God. How dope is that? Doesn't even have a fucking wallet. He's just walking around. It's awesome.
We actually made a video called Brian and I made a meme about A Bug's Life, or actually not Brian. I won't implicate him in this, but I made a meme about A Bug's Life, the realistic version, because a realistic Bug's Life is quite horrifying. Really, you're a larva, and there's a good chance that you get eaten from the inside by some sort of other bug or parasite. It's not a great life. Bug's Life, the movie, it shows a really sunny image of what a bug's life is. They got little bug cities, they got bug societies, fun little bug copters. But it's a lot of death. It's a lot of death, and probably some of the worst ways to die for a living organism. Myles, no. But okay, so just explain the punchline here. So the punchline is that Jeff Dye hates going on planes, but he goes on a lot of planes. So he gets the humble brag out of the way. He's a successful comic. Then he relates to the kid because he's actually like a kid, which is it's very funny, but it's also a bit of a reveal because yes, a lot of stand-up comedians are just children. They're just babies. They don't know how to look after themselves. They can't really cook. They just have their manager and agent handle them like parents, and they just get taken from venue to venue, where they just kind of talk, and everyone goes like, "Oh, fun." But yeah, that's basically it. Cordyceps infesting your little bug brain, making you go bite on a stick. Exactly. Horrifying ways to die.
Jack, everything comes at a cost, bud.
Amateur joke explainer. Could this be the new funniest
Cam
number?
Newton.
Cam Newton. My danked brain reckons it could represent cuckolding. Libtard 3 getting cucked by 69. Now, what do you think, Myles? Is it funny? Please explain. Well, amateur joke explainer, you think you make a good point. And also, you made a good donation. I mean, if we establish 369, it will selfishly be more bits for the channel, which means, less vacuuming in the hallway maybe one day. But, so, I mean, selfishly, yes, I'd love to say, you know what, actually the funniest number is 69,420. But, you do make a good point. 369, you could even imagine 369s. 3 couples 69ing at once. You could even imagine the funnier level would be 3 gay couples 69ing at once, because then it's gay, which means it's even funnier. But, thank you for your donation. Let's watch the user-submitted videos. Let's get to the user-submitted video segment of the stream here. Let's see the start in order. Lamp Booth with the 15 rip bugs. Thank you, Lamp, and thank you to all the bugs who, during the stream, I think I can conservatively estimate probably 2 million bugs were probably disemboweled across the world and probably have little eggs of other bugs living inside them, just waiting to burst out and eat the rest. Craig Allen, imagine the first 9 is a 6th. Thank you. Yeah, staying with the theme here of the 69 of the multiple people genital stimulation. Thank you, Craig Allen, for the super chat. Now let's work our way through the videos here. So what we got? We got Tucker Carlson, friend of the show, one of the funniest comics work today. Speaking at Turning Point USA, which is now leaderless and is a real knife fight for who's gonna be the next leader. Let's see.
4 years, but we can't anymore. If you allow people to get away with things that are completely over the top and outrageous, if you allow your hormone-addled 15-year-old daughter to like slam the door of her bedroom and give you the finger, you're gonna get more of it.
Yes. So this is a little bit this is gonna be funny, but it's a little bit of parenting advice from Tucker Carlson. If you have a hormone-addled 15-year-old, you need to beat them before they turn again, because you have to rule with an iron fist with these fucking kids. Because it's the only thing they respect. Kids only respect violence. I learned that from the movie. You guys remember the movie Last King of Scotland? I think parents should adopt a similar strategy. Kids only respect blood. You must pay for blood with blood.
Has to be a point at which Dad comes home. Yeah, that's right. Dad comes home, and he's pissed. Dad is pissed. He's not vengeful. He loves his children. Disobedient as they may be, he loves them because they're his children. They live in his house. But he's very disappointed in their behavior, and he's going to have to let them know. Get to your room right now and think about what you did. And when Dad gets home, you know what he says? You've been a bad girl. You've been a
Okay, so this is a little bit sexual, maybe.
bad little girl, and you're getting a vigorous spanking right now. And no, it's not going to hurt me more than it hurts you. No, it's not. I'm not going to lie. This is going to hurt you a lot more than it hurts me. And you earned this.
Thank you, Kinko Bonsai, for the bit donation. Love through fear. Yeah, great points by Tucker here. It's interesting how it morphed from parenting. It's supposed to be a stand-up clip, but obviously he's getting a little fired up here. Lost track a little bit. Starts on some parenting advice, which often morphs into sexual fantasy. I find that happens all the time. It's just the way it goes. Okay. Another video here. I don't know who submitted these, by the way. So I'm just watching them. Everyone is blameless and creditless. This video is titled "Small Soldiers Behind the Scenes Puppet Battle Rehearsal."
And Chip. Come on. And Archer.
Come on. I mean, this is just
Very cool.
This is just awesome.
Walk them around, Alan. Keep them alive. Keep them alive.
So there's a movie that came out about 40 years ago called Small Soldiers, and it had a lot of comics in it. Dennis Leary was one of them, I believe. And the concept was that toys got super chips put inside their brains, which made the toys go crazy.
Maybe Archer knock the tape out of the way if you can. Come on.
It's a great movie.
Maybe try a stab at Archer and block it with the sword.
This movie rules.
Come down like that.
You can't do that. The hand prevents him from doing that.
There's a new one coming out? Niall and Amber, is that true? If there is, they better be real puppets, because I swear to God, I don't want that CGI bullshit. I don't want computer animated dolls.
Come on.
I want
Come on, baby. And Archer.
real
Come on. Come on.
action figures and real Kirsten Dunst.
That was cool. Great knee bend. That's terrific.
Oh, man, I remember they had a remote control helicopter.
Can I circle around each
toy.
other?
Oh man.
The other way. Force John into film. Better to circle around each other.
Okay, Chip, try to stand up on that tape.
I think this is actually how
Chip, stand up on the tape.
Me and Brian met
Can't go there.
at music school. We started just fighting our action figures, and then one
that's
thing led to
great.
another.
Stick.
Here we are.
Open up a big can of whoop ass on you.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Thank you for that. Not funny, just very, very cool. And we appreciate those. Okay. I will save this hour of Lisa Lampanelli for later. All right. We have a video called Jazz Club, Desolate Shore, Fast Show. A little bit of music comedy.
Hello, and welcome to Jazz Club, bringing you all that's best in the world of jazz. Nice. On this week's show, an act that Wrong Note magazine described as the best of the young British jazz upstarts. Ha! Great. It's the James Nance Quartet, with James Nance on Hammond, naturally, Faden Boys on guitar, Sid Bellamy on drums, and Clam on bass, playing the haunting Buddy Freak melody, Desolate Shore, in an inventive new arrangement, where, although it follows the original 32-bar AABA structure, instead of providing a harmonic departure from the A section, the bridge resolves the rising chromatic pattern.
Nice.
Great. Wonderful.
A lot of Bachelors music talk here. So the crowd's already laughing. So you kind of need a bachelor's in music to understand what's going on here. A lot of musical jokes are happening right now. It's hard for me to explain. But if you guys could see the bar lines. Nice. So that was all. So that was a musical punchline. Not often we show that here on the channel. Brian is right though. We should. Have you guys ever seen the H. John Benjamin jazz album? That's a good recommendation. We won't watch the whole thing. But the concept of this is that H. John Benjamin does not know how to play the piano, but he recorded a jazz album anyway, which is kind of interesting because it's similar to how stand-up comedy works. You don't actually have to know what you're doing to record. You can just record an album. Brian says, Casey, we do not need to see the video now. He explained the joke too early. All right, moving on. Amateur Night at the Apollo.
Say, oh yeah. All right, y'all, give it up for the main Radcliffe.
Can I get an oh yeah in the
y'all. Give it
chat?
up.
They're already booing? Why do they hate this man? Is it because of how he tied his shirt so fashionably?
Yeah.
Never mind. We gotta boo. Take those oh yeahs back. We're booing now.
Come on, my man. Come right here, but don't get it twisted, all right? Hold on, come on, show some love. Hold on, hold on. Hold
You
on,
know, Jack, everything comes at a cost, bud. Cam Newton.
Cam Newton. Thank you, King Shaman, for the Cam Newton. Oh yeah. Now I believe so. He's pretending to be gay. I think maybe that's why they're so upset. So this is a little earlier. So gay is funny now, and it was funny then. But also, people were very sort of outwardly violent and hostile towards gay people in those days. And now people are just sort of inwardly hostile, but they mostly laugh. It's a different kind of upset that they do now.
Hold on. Respect them. Let's see. You might blow it up, y'all. You know? Is it flies in the air or something? All right.
Okay, so they're already booing. So either this is a straight comic pretending to be gay, or this is just a straight gay comic.
What's up, man? Now, where you from, bro?
Well, I'm usually from the village, but I'm from the Bronx.
From the Bronx. This is one of it's one of y'all from the Bronx. Right next to Yankee Stadium. Right off the 4 train. So anybody back at home in the Bronx, you want to shout out?
Well, listen, I want to give a shout out to some people who came to see me. The people from the village people. Look at the village people. How you doing?
Oh, he got friends up there too. Oh, hell no. Who in the hell left the gate open? 'Cause they all fell out. So, yo, my man, what you gonna do for us tonight, man?
Well, I was gonna Vogue, but they didn't bring my tape, so I'm gonna do some comedy.
You gonna do some comedy?
Oh, here we go.
All right, y'all, give it up for my man, Demaine Ratcliffe.
High risk.
Apollo, what's up, y'all?
Oh my God. He got him. I mean, that's straight comic. Imagine being gay. Maybe this is the first time that was done. I mean, the perfect performance of that bingo card. Straight comic, imagine being gay. Wow. And he even had audience plants to pretend that he was in the gay community, where in fact, they were all straight the whole time.
Yeah, give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause, man. Give yourself a round of applause. Love being here, man. I want to ask you an important question right now. I'm gonna need a round of applause for people who go to church.
Nice.
That's good.
He's got him back.
Good, man. I'm gonna tell you, I love church, man, but church got some problems, man. Don't y'all love church? But the only thing that messes me about church is the offering part. You know, the part where you gotta pay. Nobody like paying the collection plate. Even the grown-ups. You ever see the grown-ups? That lady with the big butt? They call her Sister Bertha. Every time church come to offering time, she always trying to leave with the finger like.
Big boo. Don't go after that, lady.
Hold up. I know you're not booing me. I know you're not booing me. Stop it. Stop. Wait a minute. All right, look. Wait.
You're not going to get him back this way.
I want to ask you something.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Wait, why you can't just
Oh,
give me
no.
some time? Just give me some time.
Oh. So this is what Kill Tony was like before Tony. Similar format, similar jokes. So Kill Tony, again, a lot of people think it's like a brand new phenomenon, but Kill Tony's been around for over 200 years here in the United States. So it's just it's a tradition. It's a tradition. That's all the user submitted. We got through them. We got through all the user submitted videos. What should we? I mean, we have no time for bingo. We're ahead of schedule today. We are ahead of schedule. So maybe I think we just go right to the Patreon stream. there's simply no time for bingo. We can't do it. And I want to be fair. I watch everybody's videos that they submit. So I think we're just gonna head over to the Patreon stream, and I'm gonna thank you all so much for watching today. Check out the new Cam Patterson video if you haven't. We've got some fun stuff to talk about in the Patreon in just a couple minutes. So get over there fast. Me and Brian will be there, and we'll have a little hangout. And you guys have a great weekend if you're not there. See you on Monday for Gut Belt. Thank you, Amateur.
Jack. Everything comes
500
at a cost,
bits.
bud.
Damn, I'm going to watch this whole Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
Mwah. Thank you all. See you next time.